Phantoms 2, Swindon Wildcats 1. Phantoms get the home win, split the weekend, and I'm lucky to be joined by Tom Norton, who scored the game-winning goal. Tom, that's a resilient performance and tops off maybe a difficult weekend with the defeat last night, but tonight's performance was so resilient.
Yeah, definitely. It was a big win for us tonight, a big character. Kind of brush off what happened last night. I mean, it was our fourth game last night. You ain't going to win them all, but it's about how you play and how you perform. And I think we could kind of, I think I said to a few people, we were the reason for our own kind of demise last night. We were a bit sloppy in places, made some unforced errors, and they obviously scored off them. But they're a really good team, and that's what they're going to do. But the important thing tonight was to come out and bounce back, and with that firepower that they've got over there to keep the game to 1-1 before going into overtime. And I mean, we had our fair share of chances as well. Hugely
Impressive performance from front to back. I thought the forwards were great. It's not fair to single individuals out, but Dylan won so many face-offs. The top lines were great. The third and fourth lines kept, and sometimes with a mismatch of lines, kept Swindon out. I thought the two netminders were unreal, weren't they? Just absolutely top quality. From your point of view, what's most impressive? I mean, obviously, responding to last night being a D-man down, the collective unit's done well, hasn't it?
Well, I always say, everybody looks at offence as just being the forwards or defence just being the D. It's a collective togetherness. It's team defence, team offence all the way through. Hayden's been fantastic from pre-season till now. He was huge last. I mean, it was 8-4, but none of those goals were his fault, and he was massive for us last night. And again, he's been huge again tonight. Gretz had to step back on D, and he looked like he'd been playing D all year. And they're the kind of sometimes the things that go kind of unnoticed. Billy blocked a big shot last night that left a bit of an injury for him, and he's lacing him back up. Cam wasn't 100%, and then you see a back check like that. Well. So it's those little things, and they're the kind of things that then power you on through the rest of the season when guys are playing through stuff and pulling on the shirt and trying to obviously win. We said at the end of the day we don't want to come out the weekend with no points, so if it was one, if it was two, that's how we wanted it to end.
Yeah, and we've talked so many times about how important it is to put a game behind you and move on to the next one, and the last couple of years perhaps we've not started the league season as well as we might have done, so the cup points have gone away, but there's quietly just the Phantoms just starting to build a little bit of momentum.
Yeah. It's 50 plus games in a season. That 8-4 loss last night doesn't define our year or anything like that. It's how we then build from that, and you learn from that. We're still buying into Ash's system and buying into it really well, but there's still lots to learn and lots that he wants to do with us. But one thing he will get from us is should be always 100% effort and buy into whatever he's trying to put out there. So hopefully everybody's seeing that.
I absolutely don't think you can question any guy's effort. It's been terrific. The last few weeks I've asked the same question. I'm going to ask it of you. Does it feel like an Ashley Tate team yet? The roster's not hugely different from players you've worked with so many times. I mean, we've seen 3 returnees and Dylan's been added to the roster, but things starting to feel different?
Yes and no. I suppose the bonus that Ash had coming in with us, you've got a core nucleus of everybody that will be there. Again, I've mentioned it a few times. You can't knock what Slava did for us here and how he worked, and the methodicalness and the tactics and how he set us up and how he prepared. But I would say Ash probably he sets us up, but he's more about what can we take to a team, how are we going to play, and what are we going to take to them. And I think there's a balance to everything, and I think slowly but surely you're seeing kind of his ethos put on the team as well. But we've already a good kind of backbone as well, and it's exciting, but like I say, we're 5 games into the season, so let's not get carried away.
No, for sure. Next weekend, home game on Saturday, Hull. That always brings fireworks and should be a good one to look forward to. From your point of view, Hull is always an interesting one for us to play against. They bring a physical game and a gritty game. What are we going to look for from Phantoms next week?
Again, it's just playing the right way and building on everything that we've been doing. Hull are a good team. They've had a lot of turnover as well, signed some different guys. They've probably not had the start to the year that they wanted either, and I would imagine they're going to come out hard and ready to play. But one thing that we've done from the start of the season here, we've obviously tried to make this a bit of a fortress, like we always try to do, and we've got to make sure we keep that going. Win, lose or draw, the performance needs to be there first and foremost. Last night probably wasn't quite there. Tonight, if we'd ended up losing and only getting a point, you couldn't really argue with the performance then, could you?
No, we've talked over the years we've been doing these things, and a term you've used is complete level. Up there tonight, wasn't it? No, up there these first 3 weekends of the season.
Yeah, 100%. And again, that's what Ash says. That's what he wants. He wants to compete. He wants high energy, take the game to them. And again, like I say, it's slowly but surely. I think you'll start to see more and more things get added. So yeah. It's an exciting time.
It is, it's for sure. Well, thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the goal. More importantly, congratulations on the win.
Yep.
See you next week. Cheers.